Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
The freaking playoffs, baby. Let's go. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful picture right now. And you know, Sean, the way it's going, I really wouldn't even be mad if we got that 5th seed.
Yeah.
I would not be mad at all for that 5th seed. So if all else fails, I'll take the 5th seed, bruh.
Yo, let me tell y'all what she's talking about. We'll go into the NFC first. The number 1 seed right now is the Philadelphia Eagles. They are 10-1, winning again, like Janae alluded to earlier, beating the Buffalo Bills. They are alone at the top, Janae, and I don't see anybody catching them right now. They're going to have to take a couple losses later in this year.
Yeah, they are these next 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, like we said this last week. Yo, 49ers are next. We saw they got the W at 8-3. They're the number 2 seed. Yep. The Lions are third at 8-3. They are the 3 seed as the NFC North leaders. The Falcons lead the NFC South at 5-6. And they are the 4 seed and would currently play Janae's Dallas Cowboys at 8-3 another year, and you're getting a crappy team. Oh my goodness!
Is it our fault?
Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Let me keep going.
Killing it.
Yo, the Vikings who play tonight, they're at 6-5. They are the 6th seed right now, and the Seahawks who are 6-5. Also, they are the 7th seed right now in the playoffs. Janae, looking at these matchups, you got Philly with the bye, 49ers playing Seattle again. We saw what happened in this game. You have the Vikings playing the Lions, who is a matchup that we've seen and we're going to have to see again. And then you have you guys in Atlanta. What do you – obviously you enjoy this matchup, but what do you think about this field, man? This is an interesting – outside of your game.
It really is. The field is so many teams. It's so many teams in the field.
Well,
so it's an open game. I do think that it may not be. I don't know if Seattle's going to make it. I don't know. The way they've been playing has been up and down.
That's true.
They got a great shot. They definitely got a great shot. If they play like they were playing at the beginning of the season, just don't know if Seattle's going to make it. But we're going to see, man. I am excited. The Saints are up and down. It's just so many teams that are up and down.
Well, see, that's the other part. The teams on the bubble right now in the NFC are the Packers at 5-6, the Rams at 5-6, the Saints at 5-6, and then you got the Bucks at 4-7, and that's only because they're in that division. So in the NFC North. So when you look at some of those other teams, who could make it up there? The Saints, anybody in the North right now is in play except for the Panthers. Yeah, except for the Panthers. But you look at a team like the Rams. The Rams got to play us in a couple weeks. The Packers. Both these teams are 5-6. Do you think they could sneak into that 7th seed somehow?
I do. I actually do think they could. If the Rams play like they just played, that was a pretty good daggone game that they just played.
Right, against Cardinals.
I'm wondering. Well. But the Cardinals have a decent defense, but
right.
Even with Kyler Murray back, it's not working.
Right. Hey, the Cardinals can beat good teams. We've seen that this year, haven't we?
Yeah.
We beat them. Let's go.
That was a jab. Okay, I got you. But no, Sean, I don't think as far as the top 4, I don't see it shifting. I think that those top 4 will be in there. By the grace of God, if we can make it so that, San Francisco wins and Dallas wins against the Eagles and tie this thing on up in the division and let your girl in.
Oh, my goodness. No, just get at your same spot.
It would be a beautiful thing. We need that bye.
Oh, my goodness. You ain't getting that.
I do want that 5th pick. I like that 5th spot.
Oh yeah, that's a nice little spot right there. That's a nice little spot. Look, let's go into the AFC because as you saw, Washington is not on the NFC's list, so I want to get past that. Let's look at the current playoff picture. The Ravens are the number one seed at 9-3 right now, which is pretty crazy. I can't believe it. Chiefs are number two at 8-3. The Jags are a third seed at 8-3. Miami is the fourth seed at 8-3. The fifth seed, surprisingly, the Pittsburgh Steelers right now 7-4, and they will be right now the fifth seed. The sixth seed is the Browns, who are 7-4 as well. And wrapping up currently the playoff list, the Colts at 6-5 are the seventh seed. Oh, well, I mean, what do you think about this? Is everybody staying here? I mean, the Colts, that's surprising.
I don't know. The Colts is surprising, but they've been playing some ball. I mean,
That's true.
Minshew,
that's true.
He know how to play. He definitely knows how to play.
And
I just, what you think?
I was going to say, especially with the fact that you got, the number one draft pick, fourth overall pick, Anthony Richardson, getting hurt early on in the year, and for them to continue to go, and then they just didn't they just waive Shaq Leonard?
Yes.
They're a great defensive guy, and yet they're still 6-5. They're still in this thing, so that's pretty crazy.
He's coming somewhere, Sean.
Oh no! Get out of here! No. If that happens, I'm quitting on the season. All right.
Hater.
Straight done. Let me look. I'm gonna tell you who's on the bubble right now. The Texans, who are very hot, are on the bubble. Just barely got the loss. And they're at 6-5. The Denver Broncos. I said it a week ago, and does that make me crazy? They win again. They now are 6-5. Are on the bubble.
Crazy.
Your Buffalo Bills are 6-6, and I mean, Janae, what happened? What happened?
I don't understand. I mean, they basically won the game with one throw that was just, what a horrible miscommunication on just an wide open play. And then you know what? I really think, and I don't know if you guys agree with me, but they should have went for it on that 3rd and 7 at the 15, 16-yard line.
Yeah.
They were close to the end zone. I'm going for it. They only had 7. It was 3rd and 7.
Yeah.
Giving Jalen Hurts the ball in overtime shouldn't even be an option anymore.
Yep.
And the fact that you already know that your quarterback can't get you over the hump when it comes to overtime because they said he's never won, I would have took the opportunity. It was 4th and 7. They had been pushing it before then. On the line, let's do it. But to lose over a field goal when you know Jalen Hurts was going to come down the field and kill it. He's been clutch 4 weeks in a row now.
Yep. 4 weeks in a row. Yep. The Eagles they've gone into halftime losing, and somehow he still continues to pull it out. And you got to bring up what Big Chris said. He said, regardless, we keep looking at different things that this might be a flaw. They're not doing good in this category, but they keep stacking them wins. What can you say?
I think that the Bills gave them the game. I really do. For this one, I can understand if they come back clutch. I mean, that's what they do. But you gave them the opportunity to do that. They went 3 weeks prior to coming to you, winning in the last second. He's able to come down the field just when you need him. They were down by God knows how many against Kansas City. Came back and won. If they could do that to Kansas City, what makes you think you in your mind, being the Bills, struggling the way you are, that you're going to be able to stop it?
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
3rd and 7, I would have went for that. We're going to go out. Look, I'm going to go out like I'm trying. I'm not going to go out with no daggone field goal knowing that the Eagles going to run the ball all the way down down the field.
You got it. You definitely have to play to win the game. You know what I mean? You're
great pull block by Kelsey. Yeah, absolutely.
No.
That last play, oh my God, he pancaked that dude.
Well, and that's the thing, man. If you give that offense the ball in clutch situations, we know what they do. We know how good they are. I mean, look, Washington gave them everything they could handle, and then once they got
Yes.
into OT, they got it done. We got up on them 17-7, and they still were able to do it with Hurts having a gimpy leg. You know what I mean? So still, the Philly, they're playing up, but Buffalo, to me, it's really upsetting to see all this talent that they have and not being able to win. And I hope that their window isn't closing, because you have games like when they played Washington, they destroyed us 37-3, and
Yeah.
then you have games like this where it's just like you had it. You had it. The Broncos game where they gave it up with all those turnovers. You are the reason why you guys are falling apart. And I don't know if it's the quarterback. I don't know. We saw Dorsey got fired. Their offensive
I mean,
coordinator.
but
So
what else could have Josh Allen have done? I mean, my
exactly. But
guy,
that's the point.
even he ran a touchdown, he threw the man to the ground, walked him
Right.
down, ran in for the touchdown. That's what type of player you got. But he can't do everything. And if you're going to make him do everything, do it in clutch moments. We're going
Right.
all out.
Right.
He did it the whole last time he scored.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
possession.
You got it. You got to trust. You got to put it on him. You got to trust him, and you got to help him, man. So, woo.
Yeah.
I feel for them, man, because the Bills, we have been talking about them for the last 4 years. They are right there, ready to take that next step. And unfortunately, Janae, I don't know that I see them rising anymore. I kind of see them plateaued and maybe even dropping a little bit, man. And I hate that, especially with everything that's happened in the last couple of years with DeMar Hamlin. The playoff game, they changed the rule because of them. You would hate to see this be the end of a great run for that team, but they got to figure something out.
Yeah, because that money, man, you're
Yep.
going to have to pay them. You're going to have to pay them.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, I mean, I just think it sucks. So they had that game. But, we can talk about that all day. But I do think that with them losing that game that put them at 6-6, they further down.
Yeah.
They really got to put in the work to win out. And are we really thinking that with the way they played, they're going to win out to get in?
And no. And honestly, I'm actually pulling up their schedule right now. But if I'm not mistaken, they actually have they go, so they have a bye week next. Then they go to Kansas City. Then they come home to play y'all. Then they go to the Chargers. They get a soft game against New England, but then they finish their season at Miami. So,
Damn.
I'm sorry, Janai.
They're not winning out, which is crazy. We're really saying that the Bills are not going to make the playoffs.
And that's the thing. Look, Alex says, is it Allen has not is he taken them as far as he can, or has McDermott taken them as far as he can, the head coach? So, I mean, is this their limit? Is this their ceiling right here? They can never get past the Buffalo, the KCs.
You have to come up with something. He's a defensive coach, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So this was supposed to be it, man. So I don't know. I talked to Tina about it, Tina Winter, and she was saying one of the things about Josh Allen and is the risk reward factor. Those great plays where he's stiff arming the guy, where he's breaking the tackle and slinging the ball 40, 50 yards down the field. He's making the big play. We saw that game against the Chiefs, the last 2 minutes that they're scoring back and forth. So he has that clutch gene in him.
He does.
But it's at the same time, he's always had this turnover issue. He's always had these moments where you're just like, oh, like you're so close. Wow. So I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out, man. We're gonna have to figure it out.
In clutch moments. I mean, it's been a struggle year for Josh too, but I can't sit there and say that he hasn't gotten them. I don't think they'll be where they were.
Exactly. Oh yeah. He's the reason why they're even relevant at the moment. So I mean, because look, and there's two other teams technically on the bubble, but I don't know if they are. And both those teams are looking for a quarterback. The Bengals at 5-6. Obviously, they just took an L, and without and they just lost to the Steelers 16-10. But you can see without Joe Burrow that they really can't generate much offense. So.
Sad.
Yeah, and then the Raiders, they're 5-7, but they've been struggling all year. Shout out to Pierce and what he's been trying to do, but
Absolutely.
you still
But
need a
yeah, it's just
quarterback,
not.
and ain't no
Yeah,
Cardinals on
yeah.
it. So
Yeah, and that ain't the coach. I mean, not the coach. The quarterback. That they definitely need one. They definitely need one.
yeah. Yeah, he said McDermott, definitely a defensive coach, was a Panthers DC under Ron Rivera from 2011 to 2016, I believe. Huh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Dang.
Interesting.
I mean, it's just hard. I just want people to be like, give Josh a little bit more grace. They
Yeah.
did fire his offensive coordinator. Like these things, I mean, yes, they are professional, but people are gonna have struggles with change and struggles with plays and
Yeah.
struggles. It's just gonna happen. The pressure now falls on you to prove that, oh, well, they fired the offensive coordinator. Maybe they think that he had the talent, whatever. People would think that he had the talent. I got to show the world I can do it all because he has been doing most of it. But, I mean, he did so good yesterday, spreading the ball around. That last play, it just caught up with him.
Yeah.
We're going to see.
We're going to see. So, hey, that's our playoff segment, ladies and gentlemen. This right now is where we are in the AFC and the NFC playoffs. But obviously, there's 5 weeks to go. There's a lot that could definitely change. But as you see, Buffalo's schedule is getting that way. KC schedule, Philly, Dallas, all San Francisco, all these teams are really hitting a tougher spot in their schedule. So this playoff picture is about to get a lot clearer in the near future.